I'ma blow up. Yeah.
Alright, yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another Ro-Ghoul video. It's your boy Dazed or Ryuga back at it again here in this amazing game. And for this video, we are gonna be tackling on a different Quinque. This time is gonna be a Quinque, no longer Kagune, because I think it's been so long since I last showcased a unique Quinque or like a special Quinque. The previous Quinque that I did was actually Scorpion, and it's not that special because of just how, you know, it's only costing 56 million yen and it's only basically just for farming. This one, I'm gonna be tackling one of the best Quinques out there, and I think if not the best Quinque out there, maybe rivaling Narukami and Ginkoi. This Quinque is none other than the Owl Quinque, or the SSS Owl, Triple S Owl. Let me just kill this real quick. I actually call this the flexible Quinque because of how good it is for range and for melee attacks as well. And it is also really good for farming and PvPs. And now I'm gonna showcase all the skills on why I think it is the most flexible Quinque out there. And also Narukami is also very flexible. But you know, Narukami has some stuns. But the main difference of those two is that Narukami is an all-in-one Quinque where you get mobility, you get stuns, you get damage, you know, different kinds of stuff. You can even farm with it, you can even PvP with it. This one sadly doesn't have a stun. Well, it actually does, but it's only a short amount of time, and I think the Narukami stun is a lot better than the SSS Owl's stun. So I'm gonna showcase it. This is the first stage, or like, you know, if you haven't used your C-spec yet, basically just a melee sword. That's the M1, and this is the E skill. Just a random dash and you blink to your opponent, and it deals a decent amount of damage. Just a random dash. If you use an R, it's basically a blink as well, just like the E skill. But this one, if you hit your opponent with it, or if you hit an NPC with it, you start to slash your opponent or the NPC. So if I use it on Nishiki Nishio, so if I use R on Nishiki, see, it starts slashing your opponent, and it's really good if you hit your opponent with it if you're doing PvPs, but it's really difficult to do that. So, you know, you mainly just use your E and the R skill just to, you know, have some mobility around. You can even maybe slide with it, but I don't know how to slide in Ro-Ghoul. It's basically, you know, dashing and then using the E skill or any dash. And the next one is the F skill. It's a range skill, and it deals a ton of damage if you hit your opponent with it. It's really good. It's quite spammable as well, and you can combo this very well with the R and the E skill. So like if you use the E and then the R, and then you can use the F, it deals a ton of damage if you're doing PvPs, but to NPCs, it doesn't do that much damage. But yeah, that's the F skill. That's basically for the first stage, or the melee form of the SSS Owl. And for the next one is the melee range. So if you click on C, boom, it starts to light up, and there's like those electricity things. For the M1 skill, is basically just, you know, a random range attack. Boom. It's really good for farming. It's quite spammable as well, actually. And it's also really good for PvP if you're like trying to maintain distance from your opponent. The next one is the E skill, which does a decent amount of damage as well. Boom. If you hit your opponent, there's like, you know, a random, I don't know, spiky ball thing that comes up. Boom. See, it's really good. And the next one is the R skill. It's quite similar to the E skill, but this one is just a single attack because, of course, the E skill releases some kind of multiple projectiles. Boom, like that. If you hit an opponent with that, there's like a ball that comes up. But this one is just single projectile. So like if I use the R skill, boom. But if you hit your opponent with it, there's like an AoE damage. So it's really good for farming and PvPs as well. So like, you know, if I hit an opponent with this one, the NPC, Amon is also gonna get damage. Boom. And for the next skill, the F skill is actually your bread and butter. Actually, pretty much all the range moves of SSS Owl is your bread and butter using this Quinque because of how good it is. So if you use your F skill, it deals a ton of damage, and I'm just gonna show you what it looks like on why it deals a ton of damage. Although it's quite difficult to hit your opponent with this, it deals a huge load of damage. That's why the F skill is one of the best skills here in this game. But it's a little bit difficult to hit your opponent with that one if you use it on them, because of course they're gonna be moving around. But yeah, that's pretty much the F skill. It deals a ton of damage, and that's pretty much all the skills of the SSS Owl. You can do anything with this Quinque. You can do PvPs with this. You can start farming with this Quinque. You can even maybe farm Gyakusatsu with this. It's quite decent also. also for Gyakusatsu, but of course Kajiri is a lot better than Owl if you're trying to farm Gyakusatsu. But this one is really good. It's also viable for farming Gyakusatsu. And one tip I have for you guys, if you're gonna buy Owl, I recommend you guys to equip this one trainer I have, which is if you click on the C skill, boom, there's like this Cunning Justice, and what it does is basically it gives you a CC immunity for like a short amount of time, a very short amount of time, 0.5-second delay, which it also has a 30-second cooldown. So like if you use your C skill and then someone tries to stun you, you're not gonna get stunned, which is really good for PvP. That's why I recommend you guys take that. And yeah, that's basically it for the Owl. I'm gonna go call my friend right now, and I'm gonna try to PvP with him using the Owl, because fun fact, this Owl, the SSS Owl, is actually one of my very first special Quinques that I bought, and I kind of got bored of it already, and I changed it for like Ginkgo and stuff and other Quinques. And now my Owl is back. I'm pretty sure I also caught it live. I also have it here in my YouTube channel where I bought something else and then replaced my Owl.
Flashback.
Okay, but yeah, sadly we are going to be giving up this Owl Quinque I have, which I've almost had for almost 3 years now. So I have to say goodbye to this Owl that I've had for almost 3 years. So
End of flashback.
but yeah, I'm gonna go call my friend now, and we're gonna start PvPing with Owl. Hopefully I get one win, because I'm really bad at this game. Bro, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Now that basically just demonstrates how not to play SSS Owl in PvPs in Ro-Ghoul. And that basically just demonstrates as well how broken Furuta is right now. Alright, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I recommend you guys to not watch that PvP clip anymore because of how terrible I am at using Owl. I don't even main this Quinque, but it's alright. I'm just very terrible. But I know there are other people out there who are really good at using Owl. I know a few YouTubers who play Owl, and shout out to you. You know who you are. But yeah, that's going to be it. That's basically SSS Owl. It's really good for farming and PvPs, and probably one of the best Quinques out there. The best Quinque out there. That's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. Stay outy and peace out.